What do you think?
I think we're dead meat. Real dead meat.
You're dead meat! Go ahead and laugh, you guys. If I ever find a little bastards that did this, they're dead meat.
Welcome to the Dead Meat Podcast, an extension of the YouTube channel Dead Meat. I'm James.
I'm Chelsea, and we're engaged, and we like to get scared together.
Oh, man. Real-time James is probably watching this and being like, wish I could speak like this James right now.
Yeah, because we had to front-load so much stuff because James is getting surgery done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. Like, we've recorded so many in such a weird order that
I don't they're in.
I don't know. Did we bring this up on the podcast yet? I have no idea. But James is getting vocal cord surgery, so he's going to be out of commission for like a month.
A month
Yeah.
of no talking.
Yeah.
For a guy whose job it is to talk.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep. So we had to just cram a whole bunch of stuff in this month. So we decided to watch Ghoulies.
Ghoulies
A
from
1985.
1985.
Yeah, just smack dab in the middle of the 80s. We got just a primo 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, which, like,
I mean, it's only got like 10 ratings.
Yeah, that's fair. And I never want to just like rely solely on Rotten Tomatoes for a gauge of whether anything's good or not. But it is always amazing to me when something gets 0.
I mean, it's more likely with an older movie like this where there's not a lot of reviews.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
But
if
I'm
this came out now,
surprised.
it wouldn't have a 0. There would be someone
there'd
out
be
there.
so many nostalgic reviews of, because I don't know if this is a 0%. I've seen so much
It's
worse.
not, no, yeah, but it's not a great movie.
So this movie is not a full moon.
This is
film.
Empire.
That's
which
before
was, I believe, basically proto Full Moon.
Okay.
It's Charles Band.
Yeah.
And, you know, Charles Band is Full Moon, so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's John Carl Buechler doing makeup effects.
Mm-hmm.
He did a lot of work with Full Moon. He did the demonic toys effects.
What did Charles Band produce this?
He's, you know,
Just involved.
yeah, he's probably like, he's the distributor.
Got it.
He's
Richard
the-
Band doing music along with Shirley Walker.
Yep, yeah. So Charles Band's brother, Richard Band, does a lot of music. Did the Reanimator theme, that fucking bop. Probably the
good.
best thing he's ever done. And then Shirley Walker, who was a great composer, did a lot of the Final Destination movies and did a lot of television shows. I remember when I mentioned her in the Final Destination Kill Count, people were like, why didn't you mention her work on the animated Batman series, I believe.
Oh, that has a great score.
Yeah, so if I'm correct, she did the score for that as well, and people were like, "Why didn't you bring that up?"
Oh,
I never
wow.
watched it, so that's why.
That's
but
where I remember the opening of that with
yeah,
the music.
yeah, I even remember
That's
the theme.
gotta
not even watching
be
it.
one of the best animated shows.
That's
just
what everyone
ever.
says. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's yeah. I would love to rewatch it. Batman is, I have a soft spot for, because I'm not big into superheroes, but the Batman universe I'm into.
Mm-hmm.
I really love. So, all right, Ghoulies. If you know Ghoulies at all, you know the cover of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just did an interview with the team behind Slashback Video, which is a pop-up museum that happens in LA every year at the Mystic Museum, and we talked basically a bunch about VHS covers, and I think Ghoulies is one that a lot of people would say caught their attention at the video store.
For sure. It's also one though that I think
Misleading.
it's misleading,
It
and the
is.
cover is better than the movie.
But that's why reminiscing about covers and stuff is fun, because so many of those are just such fucking false advertising. Although I guess, you know, so it's the ghoulie coming out of the toilet, and
Hey, he's on the set.
it does happen. Like he's in there. It's a shot of the ghoulie coming out of the toilet, but I just thought there was going to be a lot more toilet stuff in this.
Little less toilet stuff than you wanted.
I guess if we're going more toilet stuff, that's getting into Dreamcatcher territory.
Oh, that's true. You don't want shit weasels. You
Oh,
don't
look,
need
there's
full
a
on.
There's a head on.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What's
The
going
Reanimator
on
head.
Here? Okay, yeah.
They're
I was
just
like, why
hanging
is
out.
Dr. Hill? We have,
And Hill's just
we
hanging
have
out, man.
Okay, I was gonna say we have a ghoulie coming out of a toilet, but also Dr. Hill's severed head is just hanging out on here. So we got, if you're watching the video, here he is.
This is the thing, though. That's a ghoulie, and then there are other ghoulies.
I didn't realize so I had never seen this, and I didn't realize the ghoulies all look different.
Well, they all look different, but then near the end, we get like 3 of these toilet ghoulies coming out. So it's not even like a case where each individual ghoulie looks unique, but it's also not a case where all the Ghoulies look alike. It's this weird middle ground where there's
like a few different kinds.
And then you get multiple
They're like
iterations
Tamagotchis
of
or something.
Sure.
Where it's like, okay, a Tamagotchi is one species, but it's just, there's like a handful of different ones you can get, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can, there's
different
yeah.
It's been too
Depending
long
on what
since
you
I've got
feed
you,
it,
do you know?
how well you take care of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's different like subspecies. I have a favorite.
Don't talk about subspecies. That's another Full Moon franchise.
Oh my god. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, so I don't know. The reason that cover's misleading is because you expect this movie to be more about the Ghoulies. And
There's
it's not.
Yeah.
I understand that the sequels are more comedy oriented and more heavily focused on the Ghoulies themselves.
That's what I thought that was going to be.
Yes, I think this is one of those franchises where the case is the first movie is so different and then the sequels do what you want. So that could be everything from, kind of Friday the 13th and the fact that like you expect Jason and he's not in the first one. Mm-hmm. But really, I think the most modern iteration of that is the fucking Purge. That first one is not the movie you expect it
Purge,
to be.
Yeah, and not the movie The First Purge, but the literal first installation of the Purge series is so not. Yeah, it's not what you want it to be.
But then the sequels are like, oh, this is what you want.
Let's go out on the street and see what's going on outside instead. Although first one's got Lena Headey, so
yep, can't hate it.
You can't have it all, I guess. Instead, this one is focusing on this group of adults.
Oh man, their ages are so weird.
What age are the people in this supposed to be? Because I don't even think the movie knows.
Okay, so let's set it up. Because we have this opening scene.
Okay, this is our cold open kind of.
It's in a mansion.
Yeah.
Where is this place?
I think it said online that this is in Hollywood. To me, I pegged it as like a Pasadena looking.
Yeah, no,
this opening scene is just like another Tuesday in Pasadena, pretty much.
Pretty much, with the occult and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's like I don't know, some kind of cult going on in the basement with this dude, Malcolm Graves, whose actor you were really excited about.
Oh my god, yes. So Jonathan, not Jonathan Graves, I'm sorry. What's the dad's name? Malcolm Graves. He's played by Michael DeBar, who, and this is not exciting to anyone except for me.
It's not. It really isn't.
It's not. I'm sorry. I did not know that he replaced Robert Palmer in The Power Station, which is like Robert Palmer. So Robert Palmer, I know, like solo work. He did Doctor and trying
Give
to
me
think.
The news.
Yeah, Doctor.
I got a bad.
And he had the
case of
Robert
loving
Palmer
you.
girls, and
is that like Godfather's Hoe Train?
a little bit. They all have the same. You would like they parody them in Love Actually. They're like the Robert Palmer girls are like if I was born too late, I would be such a good Robert Palmer girl. They're just like tall and angular, and they'll have bright red lipstick, and they're in the background playing instruments and stuff.
So this guy replaced that guy.
Robert Palmer in The Power Station, and he replaced them when they play Live Aid. Which I've seen Live Aid so many I feel like that's the if you played at Live Aid.
This guy played at Live Aid?
Yes.
This dad in this fucking shitty movie?
I wonder if I'm sure I could find clips of it online.
Wow.
You want to get it on with us? Let me hear you, Philadelphia. Let me hear you.
So he's trying to sacrifice his own baby. Not usually how that goes, but he's trying to sacrifice his little baby Jonathan. But the mama won't let it happen.
This opening scene feels very Manos Hands of Fate.
It does, and it looks like it. And he's speaking Latin or something, and it sounded like he said suplex the baby.
Yes, it does.
Like, suplex
he's going to
suplex
that baby. He's going to suplex that baby right into hell. He's wearing the big robes, and there's this woman in white who's just crying. And it was so Manos. There just needed to be a dog running around.
Yeah. She saves the baby by putting a little talisman over his neck.
Yeah, and then to save the baby's life, she gives the baby to Jack Nance, right?
Yeah.
So
Wolfgang.
Jack Nance is running around in this, and Jack Nance, I guess if you're a horror fan, you would either know him from Twin Peaks or Eraserhead.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Those are my reference points for
same.
Jack Nance, yeah.
I think Jack Nance has one of the kindest faces.
It's such a nice
every
face.
time I see him and stuff, I get sad that we don't have him around anymore, and I don't know. He's just someone where you look at him and you just trust that guy. He's so friendly. And
I'm glad that he's playing the role in this movie that he does. He's like the caretaker of the building and a good guy.
I think he's a good guy in Twin Peaks too.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think he's kind of a friendly. I forget. It's been
forget. It's
years
been too long,
since we watched Twin Peaks. But so yeah, we got Jack Nance, and so he saves the baby, and the mom, who's the lady in white, gets ghoulied to death.
Yeah, I think she gets sacrificed. Oh, are the ghoulies hanging out there?
I think we see. I think little
movements.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's hints of ghoulies.
And then it's 21 years later. So that guy, the baby, is supposed to be 21.
No, absolutely not.
He's supposed to be 21 years old, hon. He is played by a man who is 36 years old.
And so is his girlfriend.
His girlfriend is played by Lisa Pelican, who is 30 years old in this movie. I believe she's also supposed to be a college student. I believe they're all supposed to be college students.
They're all in their 30s, like, but it's like, you can tell.
Especially the lead dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 36. That is a stretch to play 20.
And this is not even like it's college kids playing high schoolers where, okay, sure, they look a bit older. But these look like they should have teenage kids.
Or at least 401ks.
Yeah.
Something.
But yeah, his fiance, are they engaged or are they?
No, that's just us. I think they're just girlfriends.
Oh, that's right. Because at one point she thinks he's gonna propose, then he opens his ring size box and there's just a pentagram necklace in there, and she's like, "Thank you so much."
Yeah, that little hint for anyone in a long-term relationship: don't, if it's not a proposal, don't break out a box.
Right.
Because we had something sent. Yeah, I got you like a little Black Phillip necklace, and they sent it in a jewelry box. And this was like a couple of years ago, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna take
it out of the box.
Give it to you. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, played by Lisa Pelican, who was in Circle. She's the
cancer survivor.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know.
Cancer survivor.
We did a commentary track.
I forget
Patreon.
what her whole arc in that was.
Probably that she's survived cancer. I don't know.
Was she one of the characters where they were like, are you lying about that to get us to feel bad? I feel like that's what Circle turns into.
Circle is just a thought experiment.
It is, yeah.
That became a movie somehow.
Yeah. That one's a Netflix regular. That one's always like, hey, you watched this. You want to watch it again? It's just always been on Netflix.
So they drink wine that's not the right color.
Oh my gosh.
It's very bright red wine.
This is like when they move in and they're...
Yeah, because he's inherited this building.
Yes.
His dad has died now, so they're moving into this building. It's decrepit. It's old, but hey, it's a big old building.
It's still a big-ass mansion
and
in Hollywood.
You get a free Jack Nance.
Yes, Jack Nance comes with the property.
He's like the caretaker or whatever.
What is it with... I don't get how that... Because that happens in, like, Hill House. The caretakers come with the property.
Oh, yeah.
And there's so many other things where, like, even Young Frankenstein, you have Igor who's there.
Yeah.
And it's just, what are they all doing before our main characters show up?
I don't know. Probably enjoying their peace and quiet. Yeah, they decide to have a party.
Yeah, and yeah, they're serving wine. And this whole movie, too. This is not just this first
They're drinking
scene.
wine this whole movie.
It is the...
It looks like grenadine.
It's water with red food coloring in it.
Yeah.
It's the most low budget shit I've ever seen.
It is 100% not wine.
It's incredible. They didn't even try. And the best part is, that, like, I don't know. I wonder if, because you have John Carl, it's Beekler?
Beekler, yeah.
So you have John Carl Beekler doing effects, and he's not, crossing over to doing set deck or anything like that. And I wonder if, like, that aspect of the production was just non-existent.
Get whoever.
Yeah.
There's like the gaffer has to fucking set it up for him because they didn't hire someone for it.
Yeah.
I don't know, because the costume design.
Okay, the costumes in this are very, very
pretty
good.
solid.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess maybe they could have gone without a production designer because the house itself is doing a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming it was already in that condition.
I just think it's hilarious that in every scene where people are eating food, it's this food coloring water and salad.
Yeah, they literally have a breakfast that's wine and salad.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what kind of diet that is, but it's one my mom would probably love to go on.
So yeah, they decide to have a party at their new house. We cut to these two friends of theirs who are coming over, and one of them is like, "Oh, dude, let's go to Jonathan's new house. It's great. You'll love it. They have food." That's it.
Dude, these friends are fucking weird.
It's
you got Toad Boy. There's a guy named Toad Boy, and he's doing like a Stitch voice, kind of.
He says, I'm probably just going to put the clip in, but like it
Try it,
made
though.
my fucking skin crawl. He goes, I'm trying to remember how his voice goes.
Here's what we'll do. We'll each do our Toad Boy, and then we'll play the clip, and the audience will see who is close.
Okay.
In their remembering of because we watched this like a couple of weeks ago. Let's be real.
Okay. Oh, I thought, okay, I'm going to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Toad Boy needs some sweetmeats for his term.
Okay.
He's saying this to a woman, by the way.
He is, for sure. This is a pickup line. Toad Boy needs some sweetmeats for his tongue.
Toad Boy needs sweet meat for his tongue.
This guy by Toad Boy, this is, I almost fucking paused the movie. I was like, James, this is how well I know Pee-wee's Big Adventure, because Pee-wee's Big Adventure is my favorite movie of all time. And I was like, stop. Toad Boy is in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I mean, for a split second.
Yeah.
And I Googled it to confirm. And yes, that is like the other thing that he was in. That and fuck, there's one other, I think he was on, there was like a TV show I think he was on, but Pee-wee's Big Adventure, much more important to me. He plays one of the bikers that Francis sells Pee-wee's bike to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big year, 1985.
Yeah, that was also 1985. But
congrats, Toad Boy. Yeah, they have these friends. It's one of those group of friends where I don't really know who's who.
I can't tell what everyone's role is or why they all like each other.
There's like
they're
the two
all
stoners.
fucking annoying.
The one guy
those
who always
guys
has
are
his
fun.
glasses on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're okay. But yeah, and you got Toad Boy. But there's like two chicks who kind of look the same. Although one of them is
Mariska Hargitay, but both these women look so similar to me that I'm not 100% sure which one is her. This is her film debut, by the way. Pretty cool college party, I guess. Someone in the living room is breakdancing to this like not Talking Heads music.
It's very much not
this
Talking
group
Heads,
would be
yeah.
big Talking Heads fans.
Oh yeah,
I'm
if
trying
they
to
could
think of
afford
some
that
other,
music, that would be in here for
I'm
sure.
trying to think of like what other bands do you think? Like honestly, they'd be into Robert Palmer, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously one of the guys was in Robert Palmer's band. So.
Yeah, exactly.
So it doesn't take long for Jonathan to be like, let's do some weird shit.
It's that part of it's the let's do a ritual part of the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that time of night. So they all go down to the basement, which by the way, wow, this house has a basement.
Yeah.
It's in Hollywood and they have a basement.
I don't know if that's real. That might be a set.
I think it might be a set.
Because let me tell you, there ain't a lot of basements around here.
We don't have basements here
Fucking
and it
sucks.
Basements
Yes.
are where you put all your stuff.
Like your drum sets.
Yeah.
They put a circle and a triangle with a dot in the middle.
Mm-hmm. They almost make the Deathly Hallows a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they read for it, and it's weird because Jonathan is like compelled to do all this.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you haven't figured it out, he's the son of the dude he's the baby.
Yeah,
from
he's
the
that
beginning.
baby who.
So he's like compelled to complete this ritual or to, why he just made like such a Robert De Niro face at me. You're like, it just really calmed me.
Oh yeah, he's compelled. I can't do a De Niro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's compelled. You're compelled to.
Oh, that was top notch, hon. Wow, I can't believe I have the star of the Irishman sitting right across from me.
I've got nipples, fucker. Can you milk me? He puts on sunglasses too, I think, to do this ritual. Or one of them's got. I just have butterball sunglasses written down, and I think I was also thinking about that lady who went viral, who wrote that review for sunglasses because they made her look like butterball.
Yeah, no, I think Mike's glasses, the guy who's just always wearing them. I think he's got some butterball glasses.
Yeah,
on.
and no one's taking this very seriously because we're all just college kids allegedly goofing around in this basement. And he just fucking yells, "Shut up, god damn it!" And it's really scary.
Yeah, nothing happens though, and so they get bored and go upstairs. But then after they leave, a fucking like rat thing appears. But here's the thing: is this thing appears, and then I don't think we see it until we get more ghoulies summoned.
Yeah,
So is this a ghoulie who just like got a little overeager? Was he a ghoulie who was sent ahead of time as like a vanguard to kind of like do? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
It doesn't. The rules of the Ghoulies don't make sense.
Yeah, because you would expect this ritual to either work or not, but it's kind of like a half-ass thing where it brings one ghoulie. And then later we get the rest of the ghoulies summoned, and we're like, didn't we already see one? Like, why don't you just hold off?
Yeah. I just realized I bet that there's a bunch of ghoulies that all look alike because maybe it was budget.
Oh, they just had a couple of molds.
You reuse a few, yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, there are like 3 of those toilet ghoulies on screen.
But yeah, he's running through the same mold, yeah.
So yeah, now that Jonathan's got his ritual on and he's compelled by this house to keep working on it, he tells his girlfriend he's going to take time off school.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? I'm going to refurb this house and not go to school, which, thinking about it, in that moment may not have seemed smart because, you know, if you have the ability to go to school and finish it, it's a smart thing to do. But also, you live in Hollywood. If you refurb this old mansion you got for free and then just sit on that shit for a bit, dude, you're so set. Yeah, and by the way, he tells her this over dinner, which again is just sad. They're having Olive Garden every night for dinner.
It is breadsticks
Endless
and salad
and
yeah.
breadsticks. Yeah.
You know that was also the catering.
Yes,
like
they filmed these scenes and they scheduled it so it was either right before or after, so right before lunch, and then they would just eat that.
Break for lunch, and the camera guy just grabs one of those fucking breadsticks for sure.
Hey, want to talk about our sponsor real quick? HelloFresh. HelloFresh. So if you want meals that are not food coloring water and just salad and breadsticks, try out HelloFresh.
Good integration there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I try my hardest. HelloFresh, it's America's #1 meal kit delivery service.
That's impressive. There are a lot of
There's
those
a
out
lot
there.
of those, but we love HelloFresh. It's so convenient.
Yeah.
It's so nice. They also have vegetarian options, which is good. So we get the vegetarian, which you still like, even though you love meat.
I love meat.
But
I'm sorry, animals. I love you too, but I love eating you.
But you like the HelloFresh veggie boxes.
Yeah. I never eat it and feel like I'm missing out on anything.
And again, like these are not, the veggie boxes are not just salad.
They're
we're
not just
We're not
salads
going to
and
be like
breadsticks.
living in Ghoulies. It's also, you don't have to worry about food waste, which is really, really nice.
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest part of meal prep and planning as an adult is you just realize how much food goes in the trash.
Yeah, you get all these grand ambitions to cook a whole bunch of different meals and you buy all the ingredients and half of them wind up in the trash.
Yeah, and I always feel so bad.
I know, but not with HelloFresh because all those ingredients, they're pre-proportioned.
Yep, so it'll take you about 30 minutes to cook too.
That's so nice.
If you want to try HelloFresh, you can by going to HelloFresh.com/deadmeat10. And that's dead meat, like the show, all one word, and then 1010, like the number.
Yes.
You use code deadmeat10 for 10 free meals, including free shipping.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
especially
a lot of
free
meals.
shipping.
Yeah.
Because the boxes come in and they're, there's a lot of food in there.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a little ice pack in the bottom too to keep it all cold.
Yeah.
Which is nice because like there's been times where we get home and it's like, oops, we've had a HelloFresh just sitting out here, but we've never had anything go bad.
Oh no, never.
Yeah. It's shipped and packed really well, which is nice. So again, that's HelloFresh.com/deadmeat10. Use code deadmeat10 for 10 free meals, including free shipping.
Do it.
Dead meat, HelloFresh. Oh, and now at this point, there's voiceover.
Oh, that's
And
right.
it's
Jack Nance
is narrating, and I think right here is when it first happens, I think.
No, there is some right off the bat.
There
they do
is?
establish it near the beginning,
Okay.
between the cold open and the
But
present.
it's so long between
Yeah, you forget
the
about
opening
it.
and this that I wrote down, like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't even remember that there was narration.
My
earlier.
theory is
I
that
think
they
this
cut
is-
this movie together and watched it and were like, this doesn't make
This
any
makes
fucking
no
No one knows what's going
sense.
on. Can we just add some voiceover? And luckily they had that Jack Nance character to do that because he talks about the house using the boy's curiosity against him
Yeah,
as a
and
weapon of evil.
he calls him the boy.
The
and
boy.
so if you didn't get
36-year-old boy.
that was the baby from earlier, now you do. And this is this is when because now he is falling under the house's spell. This is when he gives his girlfriend that fucking box with the pentagram necklace. Like, that feeling when.
He's also starting to fast. He's not eating her dinners anymore.
Yes, he ahead of his time. He's like, I'm intermittent fasting.
Yeah. Also ahead of his time, he's praising Payman. And Hereditary's not even out yet.
Yes. And is this when he goes to the basement and is... Because she leaves, I think, to go do stuff.
Yeah,
like
she's getting sick of
classes
his
or whatever.
shit, man.
And she's also just, really fed up with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's just fucking hanging out in the basement, and he summons the rest of the ghoulies now.
Yeah, that's when he's invoking Payman. And I would love a Ghoulies remake done by Ari Aster.
Oh,
Could
fuck
you
yeah.
imagine?
That'd be great.
Oh, that'd be so good. If anyone could pull it off.
Yeah. I would watch it.
Yeah.
He tells the ghoulies they may roam, but they must remain obedient and invisible to all but him.
Yeah, so basically he's king of the ghoulies.
King of the
now,
ghoulies.
And the ghoulies are just his house staff. Is kind of their superpower.
That's pretty fucking cool.
It is pretty neat.
You get some ghoulies to just run around and do whatever.
Like, honestly, I'm just thinking, I wouldn't be that pissed if he just didn't go back to school. Why? You don't need to.
Yeah, you're king of the ghoulies.
You're king of the ghoulies.
Can't get a degree in that.
Yeah, you don't have to pay them. Like, they're happy just doing whatever.
Right.
And you have this sweet ass house you just sit on for like a few decades.
And you have unlimited salad and breadsticks.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Maybe
you
that's
are
part of
fucking
the
set,
the
man.
power of the house. Like, they're just endless. They're like fucking Hogwarts food where it just keep eating the salad, but it's always replenishing itself.
Oh, that's great.
I love
and
that.
probably unhealthy.
Really unhealthy.
That could lead to some bad habits, you know.
What, just the
Especially for those of us raised to always eat everything off your plate, leave a clean plate.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do that in Harry Potter
just
world.
Seven yourself with
Yeah.
Caesar salad and butter. Waitress, more butter. So the sprinkler system starts going off, I guess. I don't know what makes the sprinkler system go off. He's ritualing too hard. There's this one ghoulie, by the way. The design of it, its face is so skeptical of everything. And I don't know if he's like,
Yeah.
this is my I think I look like it.
Yeah.
Watching the video.
I know all the audio listeners are missing out on some fun faces over here.
And then his girlfriend gets home earlier than he thought she was going to and walks in on him just like LARPing in his basement by himself.
Yeah, because he's sent the ghoulies away and
the
he's got this
sprinklers
big ass
are
robe.
on.
Yeah, and she's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
This is fixing up the house?
Yeah, and we have to remember too, because now we live in a more tolerant era where playing Dungeons and Dragons is cool and it's a normal thing you can go do with your friends, and people go to Renaissance fairs and people LARP and shit. But this is the 80s where that was the devil's work and also really fucking lame, you know? So this is not the situation you want to find your boyfriend in. But then they go and like have sex.
They do have sex.
This is right after, so it must not have bothered her.
No, it's tenuous. She had some very angry dinner prep ahead of that, where she was like, making dinner super pissed.
Dude, we've all seen one of our parents do that kind of dinner prep, and it sucks.
Yeah, it does. That's not a tasty dinner.
It's no good.
But yeah, he like talks her back into staying, and they go and have some sex. Some like PG-13. It's like a sheer bra.
Very PG, to the point where the Wikipedia says at that part as they're laying in bed. I'm like, they're doing some other.
They're doing the nasty.
Doing some active laying in bed.
The horizontal bump.
The
That's a critic quote.
Mashing ghoulies.
Ooh, they mashing ghoulies. They'll get you in the end.
Oh man.
That pun. Get that pun?
They'll get you. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's coming out the toilet. Says they'll get you in the end.
Go right up your butt.
Yeah. But no, while they're laying there,
there's a ghoulie doing a ritual under the bed.
Ghoulie sneaks in and draws like a pentagram under the bed, and then he starts like mumbling in Latin, and she don't like that kind of pillow talk.
Yeah, that's not fun bed stuff for
No.
her. She's like, God damn it, he's LARPing again.
Yeah, it's like
Lightning
it's
bolt,
like
lightning
Gerald's game. She's like, I'm trying, but I'm not into this.
Not,
It's not. I feel weird. So yeah, she leaves him.
Oh my god, fucking Gerald's game, but she's tied to the bed and there's just ghoulies in the house.
Oh no. Also, I'm thinking of Miss Leach from Puppet Master.
I got Puppet Master vibes for sure.
I mean, they just do a lot of the same
Miss
shit.
Leach is hard to top, I think. Miss Leach is a fun, weird
the
character.
most ineffective villain I have ever seen in my life.
The slowest villain. She's got to get you all tied up first, but then it's fun.
Oh yeah.
And like,
That's
doesn't
a
that
blast.
guy, he's kind of into her a little bit at first, right? She's kind of a booby puppet.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm misremembering and making it sexier than
yeah. You've just been modifying it in your dreams. This Miss Leach sex scene.
Yeah. So right around here is when Jonathan, he's like, what else can I summon from this basement? Like, what else am I gonna pull out of the ether? And he summons two people. Their names they sound like fucking cats' names.
Yeah, they are
Grizzel and Greedygut.
Greedygut, yeah, and Grizzel.
Straight from a Jim Henson fantasy film.
They look like they would be running around the labyrinth. Man.
Yes, yeah. They're two little people.
They are obedient knights.
Yes, yeah. They're like in armor. I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, they look like they're at a Ren fair.
They
It's
do,
fucking
yeah. No, they
cool.
look like yeah.
It's more the costumes are very surprisingly well done. They don't
Yeah.
look cheap. They're like all decked out.
Like I want to know where they came. Like I want to explore where they came from.
The Griselbelda, what are they?
Grizzle and Greedyguts.
Grizzel and Greedygut. Greedygut is played by, her name is Tamara Detro, who was, I think on record, the shortest actress.
Yeah, she also played E.T., right?
She,
Or one of the
did
actors, at
some
least.
ET stuff.
Yeah.
She's 31 inches.
Wow.
Just 2.5 feet. And then the gentleman,
Risch.
Peter Risch, similar height, I believe.
Yeah.
So they are small.
They're very small.
Yeah. This is not like they must, I don't know if they have a different condition than someone like say Peter Dinklage or
I think there's different conditions that
Yeah.
cause you to be short.
but yes, they're
very small.
very small. Yes.
They get to do some fun stuff.
That's
in
the
this,
cool
at
thing
least.
is there aren't short jokes, I don't think.
I don't think there are. I think they just are short.
Yeah. And like
they
have
are-
substantial parts.
Yeah, and
like
they're there to
meaty
be
roles.
kind of comedic. Like they're there to be a little stupid, and they're there to be comedic, or not. Maybe not. They argue with each other a bunch. They're pretty classic, like henchmen characters. You know,
They're great.
but I don't think I don't think the movie's ever making fun of them,
I don't think so.
which
And-
is nice.
And yeah, like I said, they're like kind of meaty roles. I'm more interested in them than most of the friends.
yeah, same.
And they have like their own like motivations because they're summoned and they're pledging loyalty to Jonathan here. But then it seems like one of them kind of wants the dad to come back and to be loyal to him instead. But then in the end, they're like they feel bad about that disloyalty.
Yeah, they have some guilt over.
They actually get some character arcs. So
yeah,
it's
they're
cool.
interesting. I want more of them.
Yeah.
And what their deal is. Be cool to have a movie from like those types of characters' perspectives,
Mm-hmm.
which is funnily enough what a lot of Venture Brothers is like when the henchmen are main characters.
So they tell him that he's going to have to perform a master ritual.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember we rewound this part because we were confused about the specifics, and then it didn't really help.
Yeah, we were like, did we miss a line? And
No,
we were
we
like,
didn't.
no, we didn't. This
They
movie's
say
just fucking weird.
I think it's just to harness his ultimate power. He has to do a master ritual with 7 others on a full moon,
Mm-hmm.
which made me wonder, is this where full moon's name comes from? Because this is pre-full moon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fucking maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows? Whatever. I'm sure Charles Band will tell you if you give him $20. He'll say that that's
oh my
the
God,
story.
for sure. Dude, do you think he has Cameo? I think if anyone's on Cameo, it's Charles Band.
Oh, fuck. We should look into that.
Him and I think Lloyd Kaufman would be a great fit for Cameo too.
I wonder if those two, they have to have met.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if they like each other.
Huh, I don't know.
Charles
I don't know
Band has
anything about their
a history
relationship.
of interesting legal
yes.
problems, including with this movie.
Gremlins, right?
Someone
Yeah.
sued someone. I couldn't tell because the Wikipedia article is not very well
It's
written.
not written well at all.
We need to fucking cite that as needs a review.
Yeah.
But there was a legal case so one way or the other
I think
between
maybe
Ghoulies and
this was going to
Gremlins.
be called Gremlins or
Maybe.
something, because they also never say the word ghoulie in this.
Oh, definitely
and
not.
so it could have originally been called Gremlins
Could
or
have been
something.
anything, but apparently it was in production at the same time,
Right.
But then delayed in its release until well after Gremlins, and then was called a Gremlins knockoff.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, besides there being diminutive little creatures running around, I don't see.
There's not much of a.
Not much similarities. I think
Yeah.
Critters is more of the Gremlins knockoff.
Yeah, I think Critters is more like.
Someone made a list of all the films from the 80s and early 90s that are
just
those, like little creature
creatures.
films.
Oh boy, I don't know.
Because there were more.
I don't know if I would be able to name
Any others?
many
Yeah.
more.
I think.
Because those got to be getting obscure.
Oh, they get. I mean, half of them are fucking full moon.
Yeah. Yeah. So we cut to Jonathan's in his library at this house, and there's just ghoulies hanging out with him while he's just reading. It's like
Are they like turning the pages for
I
him
think
and shit?
they're just having
like,
ghoulie library time,
filing his toenails.
It's really nice.
It looks pretty chill.
Yeah, and he also has some crazy ass contact lenses in, because this is around when his girlfriend comes back again from doing God knows what, like adult stuff. She's getting more salad. I don't know. She comes back and these contacts or whatever the fuck he's got in his eyes, they look like they dumped highlighter fluid in his eyeballs.
Dude, knowing Charles Band, they might have.
Oh God.
Who knows?
But they're definitely, I think, contact lenses. But
Oh, I don't know. I felt like maybe it was done in post-production.
no,
You don't
it
think
looked
so?
Too.
I felt like the glow was kind of like outside of his eyes as well. I don't know.
I don't know. I think they just are like contacts that keep drifting, because that is something that can happen when you wear, like, if you get contact lenses that are shaped like cat eyes or are different shapes, or they'll drift because there's nothing really keeping them from staying straight up like cat eyes, so you'll get kind of wonky eyeballs. And I feel like that's what's going on with these. I don't know. Anyway, when we get a close up of him, he's looking in two different directions, and it's very funny.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
And he's being all scary, but his eyes are they're like fucking chameleon eyes.
Is this before or after he like brainwashes his girlfriend? She's about to run out, and he's like, "Stop."
This is the scene. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And I just, in all caps here, I just have salad and breadsticks again. I don't
okay.
know what they must just be having that. Okay. Oh, it's because he has his friends over. That's right. So he does hypnotize her, and then they decide to invite all his friends over because he wants to do this master ritual. That's when I wrote salad and breadsticks, all caps, because we're having this like Rocky Horror dinner, like where they're just all eating Olive Garden.
They have some entrees there.
That's true. There's some other food besides.
But they are all wearing sunglasses now.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, part of the ritual. One guy's got the glasses.
Oh, they
where,
have little windshield wipers.
Yeah,
on them.
but it has like a cord hanging down from it, so it makes it less cool because it's
battery
like
pack.
I can fucking see where that's getting powered from.
You
Although
yeah.
I do like the one guy's gag is he's wearing sunglasses and he takes them off and he has his little butterball sunglasses on underneath them.
Yeah.
That was funny.
There's ghoulies in the food. This is when I noticed that one of these species of ghoulies has nipples.
One?
The green one.
Not the
The
toilet.
one that's coming out of the
Oh,
toilet.
toilet
Although this
one,
one
okay.
has a shirt on.
Well, he's a decent one.
Yeah, but the ones that
I
are
won't have any fucking profane ghoulies on my dead meat set.
there's different. They are not even like Tamagotchis, like I said, but they're like Pokemon. There's different. There's like ones that live in the water because they come out of the fountain in the backyard.
There are some water
and there's
ghoulies.
like rat ones that like come out of the basement. And
Yep.
I'm trying to think of the other kinds. I can only think of the rat looking ones.
There was a
and-
tree one. There was one that came out of
There's
a tree.
tree one?
Yeah, there was a ghoulie that was hanging out in a tree and it came down.
I'm trying to think of what other. There's a few different ones, but the ones that live in the pond are my favorite. And those are the ones that have nips, and they have abs. It's weird. They're like kind of ripped.
I mean, besides the green toilet ghoulie, and then like rat
And skeptical
ghoulie.
ghoulie is
Okay.
a different species.
Because I can't even picture skeptical ghoulie because I'm just like they kind of just look like balls.
He just-
that guy. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they do this weird ritual.
Yeah, Jonathan starts floating, and everyone's screaming.
And there's like a negative color image going
but
on.
then it cuts back to the part before everything it's like a weird jump.
That's the thing. This movie's fucking weird, and it doesn't even try to explain itself. Because, like, even the ending is a whole reversal and is like, all these people
Everyone's
you thought were
alive,
dead are
actually.
alive.
So then it's after dinner, everyone kind of splits up because they all want to go fuck or smoke weed because it's a college party.
You madman. Yeah.
Yes, I have that written down too. Who says that, and why did we write that down?
Because it's the stoners talking to each other, and the guy with the glasses, I think, is like, you want to get high? And then I think that's the response.
Madman. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, you madman. Yeah.
And then Toeboy's outside with
Donna, I have written.
Mariska Hargitay, I think.
Okay,
And he
sure.
says, "Is that a little girl's Tom?" And she somehow still wants to fuck this dude.
I know.
I don't know, man.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
He's fucking Toad Boy.
Meanwhile,
man.
there's like 2 other people upstairs, and they're about to fuck in front of that. There's a dummy. That
there's like a jester-looking dummy.
I wanted more of this thing because it's scary.
Well, it even gets up and walks around, right? Which is weird.
Well, okay, it's sitting in a rocking chair in this room, and the fact that these two don't move it is interesting. 'Cause it's just sitting there staring
Like
at the
staring
bed.
at the bed.
This is a bit. It's like the size of a ventriloquist dummy. It's really weird and scary. I just have Daddy's home written down. That must mean this is when Malcolm shows back up, right?
Well, yeah, but the ghoulies start to fucking kill all these people. So the water ghoulies attack Toad Boy and Donna. Mm-hmm. And I think you just hear them get attacked outside.
Yeah, because then the stoners are like, "Whoa, she's a screamer."
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then the dummy gets up and starts attacking the people in bed, but it's because there's a ghoulie in it. It's like in its head.
That's right. But he's only attacking the woman because the guy has gone downstairs after finishing. And he runs into, you're right, this is after Big Daddy Malcolm rises up out of the grave. It's kind of a fine
Oh,
effect.
I
Him,
like that part where
He literally like comes out of the grave, which is just in the backyard.
Yeah.
Very convenient. But he's the one sending the ghoulies to go kill all these people. You're right.
Rich people have graves in their backyard. It's so weird. I'm just thinking of Creep Show. Like the graves
that's right.
are all like, what? Is that a thing
Well,
people
when
do?
you have a fucking, I don't know, estate.
I guess. It's so weird. That's how you know you're really rich. You got your own little cemetery.
I mean, fucking, everyone has a backyard back home. They could just go out and bury you
I don't
wherever.
know, but I don't think you can though if you just live it, because you can't just dig in your backyard. You gotta get like, I don't think a subdivision's gonna let you do that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. There's probably some rules.
Yeah.
Anyway, the guy who was having sex goes downstairs.
His name is Dick.
It is Dick, and he finds a sexy looking lady.
Yeah, there's like a cougar down here.
Oh,
She's a
yeah,
sexy
she's-
older lady.
She's like the age I'm into now. I'm like, oh, she's
Yeah,
like,
the cougar.
yeah.
Yeah.
But she fucking spits her tongue out and it wraps around his neck.
Yeah, Dick gets tongued to death by Daddy.
And it turns out she was Daddy.
Yeah.
She wasn't a ghoulie. You thought she was a ghoulie.
I thought she was a ghoulie, but no, it's Malcolm. And it's a fun effect. He's got this big long tongue hanging out of his mouth. And so everyone who gets killed, their bodies get all possessed by it like compels them to move to the basement. And I just have here that Dick's physical acting is really good.
It's very,
really
very good.
actually impressive because he's laying face down on the ground, and the way he moves, it's like he's moving his shoulders to like move his body along, and his head is just hanging there heavy and limp, and it's such a weird, it really looks like his body is possessed. It's really cool looking.
Yeah, because they need the bodies to come downstairs, so they like possess them or whatever. And we start with Dick's body, and he does that, and it shows him for a long time because it's great.
It's
and then
very
they show
cool.
the others who are doing fine.
They're doing but it's not as good as this guy is.
Yeah, like that guy.
There's something about the way I think his head is it looks like he's unconscious, even though I know the actor is moving his shoulders and stuff. It really looks like he is just this weird dead body that's being moved. It's
Props
creepy.
to, real name, Keith Joe Dick.
Oh, hey.
As Dick.
Great.
Your last name is Dick?
Keith Joe Dick.
None of these actors have Wikipedia articles.
Yeah. Like, I think half of them do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not Toad Boy, though.
Not Toad Boy. I'd IMDb him. Oh, and right around here we got Ghoulie in the toilet. That's where we get a shot of the Ghoulie in the toilet. Finally.
Yeah, the stoners get, after talking about bogarting a joint, they get attacked by ghoulies too. The Joker puppet, he attacks the one in bed. There's slime coming from an eyes.
It's because the Ghoulies popping out of it's inside the head and it makes the head explode.
Oh yeah, that's
slime.
fun.
It's cool. I like that effect.
That is
a
a
lot.
like classic looking Beekler type effect.
Yeah, it's nasty. It's real gross. Rebecca falls down the stairs at one point. That's his girlfriend.
Yes.
Everyone's getting tossed around. And
I think she dies from the stair tumble. And
she does, yeah.
Okay, and then he's like, he wants to bring her back.
And that's when, Jonathan meets his dad. I think the dad does bring her back, but she's all possessed and is like, come join us.
Yeah, and the, fucking, what are the names? Grizzel and Grindelwald?
Greedygut.
Yeah, they're like, no, don't fall for it. Don't fall for the trap.
We fucked up. Don't like, oh God,
and
regret.
Malcolm gets all mad at them.
Malcolm force chokes Jonathan. It's very Star Wars because he says, you try my patience. And
that's a very Vader line. Yeah.
I even asked you, does Darth Vader say that? I
don't think he does. No.
I feel like he does.
I don't think he does, Han. Are you gonna... Han, don't you think I would know if Darth Vader said that line?
I don't know.
I would know. Jack Nance runs back
I was about to say, Jack Nance comes in to save it. He's in like a wizard outfit.
Now he's a wizard.
Yeah.
And so Jack Nance runs in and they have a fucking wizard fight for the ages.
Yes, and they have a choke fight, kind of. They're just
a choke fight.
They just are choking each other.
Oh yeah, just the...
And yeah, there's some wizard magic something going on.
They're zapping each other every which way, man.
Yeah, it's good. And then... I don't even remember how this resolves. There's just so many
I think the
effects.
friends
and
just like wake up
and everyone's alive again.
Yeah, they wake up and they all run out of the house and pile in vehicles and drive off with Greedygut and Grizzel like looking after them. Like,
they kind of wave by.
Yeah,
this
but I
is
think
just a weird party.
I think Jack Nance and the dad kind of like disappear into a bright light of flash. So like they're taken out by each other's powers, maybe, I guess. But then they're
they're like Harry Potter and Voldemort, for another Harry Potter reference, where it's like they're the only two that can fight each other kind of shit, and they both just kill each other.
Ghoulies is made for Harry Potter fans.
Yeah.
And then they're driving away and everyone's alive, and then the guy in the back seat's like, whoa, what happened? And then Ghoulies pop
There's
up.
There's Ghoulies in the car, and sequel, I guess.
There are 4 Ghoulies movies.
There's 4, I believe, yeah.
The third one, they go to college?
Third one is Ghoulies Go to College.
Oh, man, that 4th one, they are staring down the barrel of student debt, I bet.
Yeah, I don't even know what the 4th one is called.
Ghoulies Enter the Workforce, I think.
No, it's not. But that's the thing is, I could believe that.
It could be. It could be Ghoulies Enter the Workforce.
Ghoulies Go to Work.
Yeah. No, that's the tagline.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want a short, weird movie, the credits hit at 1:18.
That's right. This one is short.
This one is real fucking short, dude.
Yeah. But it feels a little long.
Apparently, production company, Ghoulies Productions.
The production company is Ghoulies Productions.
That's what it says. Yeah.
Of course it is. Great.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because, I'm reading the little, like, review section, and there's a review in here that's like, it's a ripoff of Gremlins, and it blah blah. If it's like, if they were made around the same time, then
if that's true, then yeah, it was just their own thing. But also, I could see Charles Band going on this. Charles Band might have written this Wikipedia article.
Oh my God, maybe.
That's very possible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 2-to-1 odds.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see. Yeah. Is there any sourcing for it being like, these were made at the same time? They're okay. I'm going to have to look into that.
Yeah, we're going to have to get on this case, because I think that if we tracked IP addresses, that we would come up with Charles Band's home computer.
Maybe he's watching this.
Hey, Charles, you want to come on the podcast?
Please. Oh my God. We'll plug Full Moon. Full Moon has a streaming service if you want to.
It's just Full Moon.
It's just all, they have a ton of shit.
Oh my God.
But it's just all Full Moon.
I want to know a great way to waste money.
Oh no.
It says the guy who has the giant $250 Puppet Master Blu-ray chest. Yeah.
Ghoulies.
Ghoulies, man.
I'm glad I watched it. It's weird enough to where I would recommend it if you want like a weird.
But it is more boring than you'd expect.
Yeah, it's a little boring.
It's not the like rip-roaring great time that you might have in mind, but it's. I think the funniest moments are like the weird character line readings and shit.
There's some weird line readings in this.
And you know, if you want to watch him do a drinking game every time you see a salad on a bowl or on a table,
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
it's fine. Whatever.
It'd be a fun one to have on in the background if you want something silly.
Mm-hmm. I would. I'd watch the sequels. I
Yeah,
would see
same.
what these ghoulies get up
Especially
to.
Ghoulies go to college.
I know. I want to see what they major in.
And why they're there.
Yeah.
You know, because everyone in this movie's already in college.
I don't think we have to worry about this movie by the time we get to Ghoulies Go to College.
You don't think there's any continuity?
I bet there's not a single lick of it. I bet there's not a single
I
mention.
I bet there's continuity.
Dude, come on. I guarantee that second movie name drops Malcolm Graves. Third movie, they don't give a fuck. They're just Ghoulies going to college.
Okay.
That's my fucking prediction. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I disagree.
I disagree, Gary.
I disagree. You want to make that bet, James?
Yeah. Let's do a parlay. Ghoulies 3 has no backstory, and Ghoulies 4. Oh, wait. Who's in Ghoulies 4?
Fuck.
Oh, Matthew Lillard, you said.
That's right. Matthew Lillard's film debut.
That's worth watching.
Yeah.
For sure. And didn't Leo, one of his first movies was Critters 4?
3.
Critters.
I
All
think
right.
Critters 3.
Who knows? Anyway, we don't know where we are in this fucking month, but
I think I don't know when I'm releasing this one. I'm still putting together the schedule
yeah.
for when you're on leave.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, cool. Hope you had fun.
I had fun with Ghoulies.
Yeah, it's
It was
great.
a good time. So, yeah. So I can't really say what's next week because
Who the
I don't
fuck knows?
fucking know what order I'm putting these in.
Yeah, but, follow Dead Meat on social media, at Dead Meat James on Twitter and Instagram.
And I'm at Carebeck, CareBecc on Twitter and Instagram. And if you want merch, deadmeatstore.com.
deadmeatpod@gmail.com for all your questions and concerns. And, I don't know, until next week, I'm James.
I'm Chelsea.
And this has been the Dead Meat Podcast. Lucy didn't show up.
She was here earlier and then she got pissed at us because we kept moving stuff around.
That little ghoulie.
Yeah.